I have always wanted a network attached storage server, or NAS server as you call it. And since I've blown up on YouTube lately, it has become relevant for me to acquire one. Therefore, in this video, my goal is to go from $6 to a NAS server. And where does the $6 come from, I hear you ask? Let me explain. Last week I was in Sweden with my family and I went to thrift shop there. And there I saw it, 2 computer cases, $6 for each of the case. I thought it was a huge steal, so I bought them both. My initial thought was that my little brother could get one of the cases for his computer and I could take the other case and switch my computer into that case. But that is when I looked at the prices for the cases. For the red case from new, it is worth $130. So that was a surprise. That's a huge difference from $6. And for the black case, I found out it was worth $230 from new. So I was blown away. I then got home from Sweden and I went to work the next day. At work, I told one of my co-workers about these cases that I bought, and he said, "Oh, that's cool." And then he looked it up online and saw the prices, and then he was like, "Are you sure that the black one is not the RGB version?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I looked at it, and the RGB version is worth $415. If I look at the images, it looks like the one without RGB, or does it? Because the fans in this is white and the same goes for the RGB version online. So let's find out. Here it is. As you can see, it's white, and if I take off this panel, or you can see it through, you also see the fans are white. So maybe there's hope. But to test if this actually works and if all the buttons works, I need to retrieve my old computer from the basement. So let's do that. Let's put this aside. Package retrieved. Good old computer. So now we just need to open it up and figure things out. So. All I need to do is figure out where I should plug in the fans. So I'll just plug in some of the fans in the new one and test if it works. As far as I know, this is actually the RGB version because it has the RGB plug, as I saw in a YouTube video. So I think the game plan from now on is to plug this fan into the old computer, start it and see if it is actually RGB. And from there on, I am going to test the other buttons on the computer by plugging it into this computer. So yeah. And for those of you wondering, this is the Acer Predator G6-710. This was my first PC. Unfortunately, I was unable to find a RGB plug on my old computer, and right now I don't feel like tearing apart my new computer, so I'm just gonna test if the fan actually just works. So here it goes. Let's test if it works. When I turn this on, this fan should also turn on. Oh, it works! Let's just try to test the case now. But first, I have to clean it because it's dirty as... This is the case inside, and as you can see, it's very dirty. So I'm just gonna wipe it off. I'm going to test that the on-off button works. So I found out that these pins are the one who handles the front panel, and I need to plug them in, the pins down there in the corner. So that's the challenge now, and hopefully it will work. So let's try it. Okay, so right now I managed to plug it in. It was nearly impossible, but yes, let's just test it. I hope it works. Oh my god, it doesn't work. So I have now tried for around 30 to 40 minutes to get this working, and apparently I just plugged it in the wrong way. So now if I turn on right here and I press the button, it starts. I don't know if you can hear it. That took way too long, but now the plan is to take some pictures of this case and then list it on Marketplace. I have now listed it on Facebook Marketplace, so now I'm just going to wait and hopefully someone wants to buy it. So I just sold my computer case and I got $52 for it, so that's a quite good profit. $52 is not enough to buy a NAS server or something similar, but luckily I also sold my old laptop for around $252, so now I have approximately $300 to buy old computer, which I can then turn into a home server. So the idea now is that I will use the money I earned from selling my old stuff to buy a used computer. So later today I have a deal or a appointment with a person who wants to sell me a computer for $190, wow. And that leaves us with approximately $60 to spare. I will use these $60 on a hard drive for the storage, and when I got all the parts I will begin building the NAS server or home server, and I think I'll be using the TrueNAS scale, but yeah, more on that when I get to it. So I just realized that in my last clip I said that I have $60 left now, but truly I have around $110 left because I forgot to count in that I sold both my old PC and the computer cases. So yeah, I have around $110 left to buy hard drives and SSDs. Yeah, but it went well. I will show you the computer right now. So here it is. I also got a power cord along with it. So the following days I will be installing TrueNAS on the computer. I'll walk you through the whole thing. So now I have everything to build the PC, and I'm just going to turn the camera, don't mind me eating, like this. Now I think we have everything we need. I just got the hard disk, 4 terabytes. We have a SATA cord, power plug, and then we have the computer. Open this up like this. Here's the computer. Down here, there's room for the extra hard disk. So I think that will go in something like this. Other than that, you can flip this like off like this. And then you can press, there's like a button right here. You can press that. Flipping this up, I can take, oh, look what I just found. Power plug for the hard disk. And I have the SATA. If you can see the blue square down there, but that's the SATA plug. And just to take a short break from the home server NAS build, in my next video I will be doing a fun challenge, including this hard disk. Spoiler alert, this video is going to be about retrieving my first full stack project. So I'm looking very much forward to that, and yeah, I will definitely be using my home server NAS build to move some of the files from this hard drive. Let me walk you through how I installed TrueNAS on a boot drive. Download the stable version, downloads, and it will take a few seconds to download. So I will also download this Rufus, as it's called, to create the bootable drive, like that. Yes, so now it have already detected my portable USB hard drive right here. And then now I am going to take the TrueNAS scale, start formatting this. Perfect. Then I just close here. So now TrueNAS is installed on this USB drive. Now for hard drive, right here. And then we plug in the power cord. Try not to break anything, like that. So now I think we are set. Try not to throw the hard disk out. I will plug in the USB, like that. So here I plug in the power cord, DisplayPort, the dongle thing, the USB, and the computer. So let me try turning this back on. What? Okay, that didn't sound well. I don't know what that sound was, but I think I will try to start it without the HDD. Why is it so slow? I'll try flashing it with another software than Rufus. Maybe that will work. So let me just try that right now. Select, flash. Yes, trust everything. So now it's done. I am going to turn on the computer, the boot menu, and use this. Oh! Yes! Finally, it worked! Yes! Okay, let me start the installation. Please just... I don't know if it was the screen or the bootloader or whatever it was, but something went wrong. Something went right this time, so... Oh my god. Damn, I used so much time on this. I literally spent like 2 hours just trying the same stuff over and over again, and it seems like it was just the flashing tool that didn't work. I'm gonna press install, space, this will erase, yes, administration user, admin. Press the OK button, like that. So I'm gonna just create this drop. Just waiting, but it seems to be going well. 90, 96, installing Grub. Ooh, I'm gonna press OK. Reboot system. I'm gonna hold the plug. It worked. It started. Oh my god, look at this. And it says I'm able to access it from that IP address. So I am going to assign that in my router now. And here is my Wi-Fi, router settings. So I am going into I believe it's this right here. And I'm going to this DHCP server right here. And down here, I am going to manually assign one IP address, and this already has a name called TrueNAS IC, and it pops in the IP address that we saw on the display. That is it. Now we have the TrueNAS server configured to have this IP address always. And now I'm able to go to my NAS interface right here, and as you can see, here it is, and I will log in using my password. Username and password like that. As you can see, we are completely set up. So that's basically it for now. I went from my old computer and my refurb computer case to buying another old computer, another old hard disk, and then installing TrueNAS to create my home server. So now I will be able to back up my YouTube footage, I will be able to back up some of my computer files, I will be able to back up my phone and images and everything. If I missed something or if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will try to answer them. Or maybe in the future create another video about my NAS server setup so you can learn from it. And don't forget to stay tuned for the next video where I will be using my TrueNAS server to recover my first full stack project. Hope you liked it.